Welcome on board the high-level bridge streetcar. My name is Alex, and up front driving is Ernie. I apologize for the voice. It's been a day. No, just kidding. I lost a few days. So we are going to be heading up. We're going to make one stop, and then I'll start a historical commentary. Tell you all about the history of the area, and there will be a test at the end of the line, so do study. We just have to stop here. This is the only place that we do not have right of way, so we do have to wait for a small signal for the cars to stop and everything. Looks like we're good to go. So we do have quite a few people hopping on at our next stop. So if you could please find a seat if you're able to. Fill up all those seats first, and then we will get our standees on. Just gonna see how many seats we have left. Alright, this is our straightforward stop. Hopping off, we'll get up at the front. Otherwise, I'll let some folks on. Here we go. What'd I tell you? I told you to hang on tight. No. Alright, welcome on board the high-level bridge streetcar. My name is Alex. Apologies if you can't hear me. But yes, now up front driving is Ernie, and at the back we have Chris. And yeah, we are all members of the Edmonton Radial Railway Society. We are a fully volunteer program, and we have about 250 volunteer members who do everything from restoring the streetcars, maintaining them, driving them, doing archives, everything under the sun. This car that you're on right now is our Edmonton car, Edmonton number 33. It was made in 1912, so it's getting up there. But we do take good care of it, or at least we try to. And we also have Melbourne 930 running today, which we will pass in about 10 minutes. You'll see it on the left-hand side. And that is from Melbourne, Australia, built in 1947. We do also have a car from Osaka, Japan. And that one usually stays in the bar, and we just let one rest because it's a bit smaller. So I'll tell you a little bit about where we are right now. Coming up here on your left-hand side, we have the beautiful community garden. We're just going to wait until the next intersection. But we have a community garden on the left-hand side, which is the very first in Edmonton. Now we've got a few more in Edmonton. They are quite popular, but you can rent out a plot if you'd like. So yes, just on your left-hand side here. It was the very first one. It opened in 1936 after service members came back from the war, and they saw England and France had all these gardens right close to the railway, and they thought we could do that here too, so we did. The tracks that you're running on right now weren't originally streetcar tracks. They were, in fact, steam train tracks. But when we got them in the 80s, we turned them into streetcar tracks. So never originally streetcar tracks, but it's okay, we took them over. They used to be made for the big steam trains that would go all the way down to Calgary. But before we had the steam train up here in the 1890s, we would have to go down to Calgary using a stagecoach, which is quite the experience. It took about 5 days and 4 nights to get down to Calgary. You'd have to haul all of your luggage up this hill off to your right. It's a very steep hill, as you'll see. And then you board the stagecoach here and take your journey down to Calgary. It costs about a month's worth of wages. So when the steam train finally did come to get you down to Calgary, it was a lot quicker. It took 10 hours and only cost about $10, which was a third of the price of the stagecoach. Why would you want to go down to Calgary? Great question. I say that all the time. Why wants to go to Calgary? I can say that I'm from there. It's okay. You want to go down to Calgary because that's where the Transcontinental Railroad was. You can went all the way out to Vancouver, out to Halifax, Montreal, Toronto, all from Calgary. So when they eventually got the railway up here, it was a bit of a relief. You could get to Toronto in a lot fewer days than taking a stagecoach and then a train. We will be entering our tunnel here. This is quite a tunnel. It was opened in 1912, at least the first part, and then the latter part was opened in the 50s, 60s when we started building more apartment buildings. You can see some artwork on the side. I'll do a quick check and I'll see you on the other side. We all made it out of the tunnel. Great job, everyone. We are coming up to our passing siding. That's where we have 2 sets of tracks. And we will pass our other car, which again is Melbourne 930. You'll see it on the left-hand side. Oh yeah, they made it here before us. Oh well. So you'll see it on the left-hand side. We do have a very sophisticated way of signaling here. We have a yellow staff, which means we can go south of here. And they have a blue staff or a blue stick, which means they can go north of here. We're going to swap over those staffs, and then that means that we can go north and they can go south. And that's how we make sure that we don't have 2 trains going on the same track, but in opposite directions.
High tech.
Very high tech.
Got the yellow stick?
Yeah, Chris, you have the yellow stick. Alright, we're gonna pass it on forward, all the way up to me. We'll leave some teamwork. Oh, hello. So we have the blue stick, and what does the blue stick mean? Yeah, we can go north. I like it. Some people were paying attention. So if we can pass this all the way back to Chris in the back there. We will be making a brief stop before we head onto the bridge. That's for a few reasons, to make sure that the overhead wire is still there. We still have traffic is still okay. Nobody's wandered onto the bridge, and the bridge is still there because you never know these days. Yeah, you gotta check it. So a quick safety stop, and then we'll be on our way. So welcome on the high-level bridge. This is the tallest avenue streetcar crossing in the world. It's about 48 meters above the water. That's about the same height as Niagara Falls. And it's about 780 meters from one end to the other. So it'll take us a good 2-3 minutes to cross. Now we are still on the existing train tracks. You can use your imagination, and on the right hand side and on the left hand side there was another set of tracks. There's one side on this side, one side on that side, in addition to what we're on. That gives you the streetcar tracks. We have 3 tracks on this bridge here. Quite the experience to be on the streetcar tracks back in the day, because you would only have, you wouldn't have much room to get off mostly. You would, if you hop off, you'd be in the river. As I mentioned before, this bridge was built in 1913, which is the same year as the legislature, which you'll see up at the bridge on the right-hand side. of the bridge. We do have two stops on the north side. We have our government center stop, which is Request, and we have our Jasper Plaza stop. Would anyone like to come off at government center? Someone make a brief stop at government center. Pull off on the right hand side. We'll see. We'll try at the back, but depends on how far the motor van goes. No, not really. I'll do that charters. We do the timetable. We're not going to do it today, but in order to try and keep it moving, we don't stop in the middle anymore. But you get 2 minutes of full bridge experience. Yeah, let's book a charter with us. I have more in the back door tickets. A little plug, So in just a few minutes here, we will make our final northernmost stop at Jasper Plaza, which is just a few blocks south. That's about half a block south of Jasper Ave. Jasper Plaza, we would like to take your round trip with us right away. You can stay on board. If you are getting off here, we'll get off at the front left. So that is if you have a one-way ticket from the south side, or if you just completed your round trip from the north side, then we'll head on up here. And our last streetcar will be leaving Jasper Plaza at 3:55 p.m. So if you want to complete your round trip later, just be here no later than 3:55 p.m. Standees, so we're room for 3-ish.
She was just sitting on the bench and said she'd wait for the return. I was like, all right.
I wouldn't have for you.
I tried to convince her to hop in.
So welcome on board the High Level Bridge, folks. The High Level Bridge Streetcar Marathon. My name is Alex, and I'm driving at the front of the journey. We also have Chris as a second conductor back here. Usually we do a commentary going northbound. I think that took most of my voice, so I will not be doing the commentary going southbound. That being said, if you do have any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
good.
Oh, wait, whoa, yeah.
Whoa. Now, what it looks like after that is hard to say. Like, I think the current council, and of course, like us, we all want to paint the bridge. We use the lower deck as cyclists, and they keep this for us. And then they build a new traffic through. So I don't know if this ever wants to build but for sure, whoever's going to be for the next few years, and there'll be another council, so they can want to so we're just going to have to keep this form, keep this bridge, but not, have tracks like on the bridge. We'll see. It's all an advocate for us. I think that we only do so much.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't work it very often. Like I said, I worked it Monday and I was shocked by how many people I didn't get out by opening the door.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it's just how slow this one is compared to that.
Yeah, this one is not.
He can. I think he comes.
Oh, he was doing it also. Oh man, I have nothing yet. He told us I'm here. And we looked like, oh, you're good. So he did offline and it just went, but it was pulling back so hard that these springs are so. Remember where he was failing, so they've got recon springs in there. So we gotta carry our speed cleaned up.
Alrighty, we are coming up to our Strathcona stop. Strathcona behind the farmer's market. Would anyone like off at Strathcona? We'll make a brief stop at Strathcona. Yeah, seriously. It's until 7:30. But regular service only goes till 4, so I won't feel like talking. So we have 2 charters, or I don't like purchases. Yeah, it's only last ticket. You can see how to do that. There we go. That's something. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have a lot of weddings. Others sometimes have pizza booked out.
Live store?
Or maybe the front door. I'm not sure. There's traffic going. We'll be getting out both sides, both ends, I should say.
Okay.
Alrighty, we are coming up to our White Avenue stop. We'll be coming out on the left side. Either door is fine.